The Susan Brender Show is a radio show online broadcasted on YouTube across the United States and globally. The show features guests who speak about health, spirituality, entertainment, and a host of subjects to enlighten people across the nation. Listen to the show that empowers women and men alike and highlights those who have made a difference. I'm Susan Brender, and this is the Susan Brender Show. You know, we're doing a series with Rhonda Maria Farrah, who happens to be a very special person who helps people from all walks of life. She is really incredible. You know, she says there is a mighty power within you. There is a spirit of life, love, and light. The more you feast on these ideas and fast from old corrosive ones, the closer you'll experience the life you desire. And the life you desire is what we all want. And I want to welcome to this part of the series Rhonda Farrah again to talk all about the power of gratitude. And I really want our audience to understand what gratitude means to you, Rhonda, because, you know, for different people it means different things. But I know that Rhonda Farrah has a very good definition for it.
Thank you so much, Susan. It's so wonderful to be here and so wonderful to be talking about the power of gratitude. And what I would like listeners to do is listen for a moment and ask themselves, what is gratitude to them? Gratitude is awakening the heart. In the words of E. E. Cummings, the eyes of my eyes are open. When you're in a state of gratitude, your eyes are open. And Susan, I know because we've discussed it, we are in such unsettling times, financially, economically, politically. We are in what I call heavy heart times, causing us to focus often on what we don't have rather than what we do have in our lives. And the more we focus on what we don't have, the more we focus on lack, the heavier our heart becomes. And we are really, really yearning for serenity and not security. And that's why we use the power of gratitude, that awakening of the heart, to go to our serenity place, which is really where we belong. So my point here is that it's important to listen. When we are in gratitude, we are in listening mode. We are in reflecting mode. We are in that place where we are saying, what is my soul whispering for?
Right. You know, I'm very curious about this, Rhonda, and that is that people today, as you said before, they focus on the negative, and partially because the grass is always greener. And we can see and we can hear about people who are multimillionaires, billionaires, and we think that why shouldn't we have the same thing? Why are we not as successful as we want to be? You know, and that is the whole point of gratitude. We don't feel gratitude. We feel like something's missing out in our lives. And I'm curious how you would respond to that.
Well, you're absolutely right, Susan. And again, to be able to listen and hear what your soul is whispering for, that's how we soften our heart. When our heart is softened, we are open and receptive to receive, which we're not open and receptive to receive with a hardened heart. I mean, that is just not going to happen. So when we look at life with open eyes, that is when we are practicing gratitude. Once again, to look at life with open eyes, be receptive, and you are in a state of gratitude. You are practicing gratefulness. And that means that our heart is awakened. So that's when we realize the good and abundance we have in our life. And how can we appreciate more from life, more from the universe? How can we expect more even from spirit when we don't appreciate what we already have? And I mean, really, ask yourself, if you're not appreciating what you have, how the heck do you intend for more to come to you? So today, I'm inviting listeners to make an inventory of their life assets. This is something I not only do with clients and audiences, I do it with myself on a daily basis. A mental inventory, write it down if you choose to. And when I talk about life assets, I'm talking about health. I'm talking about a wonderful spouse and children, their health, a home, regardless of how small it is. Is it comfortable? Our pets that bring us joy. Hey, good food, and I would include wine in my inventory. and friends who care about us and share our lives with us. I mean, those all go on the inventory list, at least for me. When I start making that inventory, and I guarantee this will happen, if anyone listening starts making an inventory, watch and see how your list grows. Okay, things on my inventory list are my work, and many women have, especially women, have let me know how I have blessed their lives with my work. And I truly believe that what you give to the world will be returned to you. Maybe not all at once, overnight, maybe not, but when you expect it, the least that you expect will happen. So again, what we give to the world will be returned to us. Maybe not the way we expect it or when we expect it, but the very best will come back to us, if we are giving the very best out to the world. So again, now is the time to listen to your heart, to live your belief, regardless of whatever might be happening in your external world.
Rhonda, walk us through a story, if you will, of one of your clients who came to you with that attitude that you said, like, why don't I have more money? Why are my friends not as great as I want them to be? Why is life treating me this way? You must have some client who came in, and what advice did you give them? And let's, walk us through the story.
Well, it's not only just one client. It's on the basis of it's all of us. It's clients. It's us collectively as well. It's us personally within us. And what happens is, especially with the financial situation in this country, being affected so with the political that's happening here, there are people that come to me, even not as clients, but are just reaching out to hear a voice that gives them some hope or gives them some alternative, gives them some strategy to change things for themselves from a position of lack and scarcity to one of serenity. Really, we're all wanting peace, okay? So, again, regardless of what's happening, everybody wants a little bit more money. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants that, most of the time or some of the time. But what I have to say is, again, look at that life ledger. When you're talking about the balance sheet of life, there's no more important balance sheet, that life ledger, that personal stuff that you just might realize how much you have to be thankful for, how rich you truly are right here and right now. Everyone is different, Susan, so there's no one answer with respect to what someone is going to be contented with or grateful for. There are people that have so much, you said it earlier here, there are people that have so much, yet they appear so downtrodden, okay? And they have not come to an inner awareness, okay? Their personal net worth could not possibly be determined by what you may have or what you don't have. But you are not experiencing externally what you want because you are not in the state of gratitude for what you have. What you put out, you will get back. If you put out complaints and scarcity and lack and all of the above and in between and then some, you will receive back more of the scarcity and the lack and the discontentedness. And that will lead to other things happening to you. That emotional, that spiritual, that mental state will lead you not only to more debilitation emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, it would lead you to a physical debilitation. So what I'm saying is it doesn't matter how awareness comes, as long as it comes. Awareness will produce overflowing gratefulness for what you have and starting to give thanks for everything. I know I give thanks for everything, from the smallest to the largest, from the flowers that I have continuously in my home to my first sip of coffee in the morning, to a sunny day or even a cleansing rain. So the power of gratitude, of gratefulness, just may catch you by surprise. Try it. I invite you to try it. All I ask of you today is to open the eyes of your eyes, in the words of E.E. Cummings. Open the eyes of your eyes and give life yet another chance.
Rhonda, I'm going to tell you something very interesting. photography is a very kind of neat thing to get involved in. And one of the reasons that it is, from my standpoint, is that you observe. And you just mentioned the word open your eyes. Observation. Look around you. That to me is so exciting. I live in Florida, for example, and Florida happens to be very beautiful, and it's beautiful where I live. But, you take things for granted, and that is one of the problems, too, is that we take things for granted, such as, in my particular case, the palm trees, the beautiful sea, the marinas with the boats, and all these beautiful things that are right around me, which can give you so much pleasure and make you recognize how fortunate you are. And that's one of the points that you just made. Open your eyes, observe. I love that. I think that is a phenomenal thing. But what I want to say is that we're almost at the end of the show. And Help Me Rhonda Now International, I want people to know what that's about.
Help Me Rhonda Now International is dedicated to opening hearts, opening minds, and especially opening spirit to the innate, authentic power that each of us has to live the life that we desire, merely than just being in default mode and living, not really living, a life of default, settling for less. So we are dedicated to help individuals, to help groups, to help organizations develop strategies to help them help themselves. And here's the other thing, too. You said something earlier, that the grass is always greener. And you're absolutely right, Susan. It's always greener somewhere else. However, you still have to mow it, number one. And wherever you go, no matter where you go, you're going to bring yourself. So it's especially important, our dedication, to open those hearts, open those minds, and open spirit to the authentic power that each of us has, that resides within each of us, if we choose to identify it and if we choose to utilize it to live our best life ever, to live our best 2020 ever. This is 2020 vision. Well, this is a great time to open one's eyes, to begin to, at least, in the year of 2020, perfect vision.
Fantastic. Well, that's a great way to finish the show, because you're really saying something that people ought to pay attention to. With that said, tell them about your book and even your forthcoming book, because I think that they're going to find that fascinating. But before you do that, I just want the audience to know that you're the contributing author to America's Leading Ladies Who Positively Impact Our World. I think that's a very interesting organization to be part of. And you're also the contributing author to America's Star Entrepreneurs, who really say build a brighter future, or brighter tomorrow, rather. So tell people a little bit about, if they read your book, what they would get out of it, and also your forthcoming book and why you're writing it.
Well, I'm honored and humbled to be a part of both America's Star Entrepreneurs as well as America's Leading Ladies, who feature such wonderful, wonderful people as Oprah Winfrey, Melinda Gates, Jack Canfield in America's Star Entrepreneurs, Deepak Chopra, Michael Bernard Beckwith. And again, both honored and humbled I am to be among people that are positively affecting others. So it's our collective efforts, the authors in both these books, of which I am a part, and grateful, again, to be a part, that are positively impacting literally hundreds of thousands of lives each and every day for their highest and best good, or something better. Up-and-coming book is Incarceration, Cancer, and Chaos, a journey in transformation. What that book is experiences that I have experienced personally and with others that have led us to become the best of the best within and around ourselves, both for ourselves as well as for others, to positively affect the lives of others so that they understand they're not alone, and regardless of situation, circumstance, or happenstance, they will be the best that they can be if they choose to. And we offer the tools necessary to be the best that you can be.
Also, Rhonda, would you tell them how to get in touch with you and your website, if you will?
Yes. people can reach me at my email, which is Rhonda, RHONDA, at helpmerhondanow.com. Rhonda at helpmerhondanow.com. I'd love to hear from you and see what's resonating with you regarding our broadcasts together. Also, the website is helpmerhondanow.com, and if you go there, you will see the books and you will see a myriad of talks that I give, as well as some programs and some packages to be your highest and best self, to have your tail wag, so to speak.
Well, my guest today has been Rhonda Maria Farrah, who is a sensational guest. She's been on our show various times, and this second show in the whole series is just really special. Please pay attention, because I think she's talking about opening your eyes to things, and if you do that, you'll be a lot happier. So thank you so much, Rhonda, for being on the Susan Brender Show. We look forward to seeing you and listening to you again.
Thank you, Susan. My pleasure.